More than a third of American private employers have drug testing policies for their workers in accordance with the Federal Drug-Free Workplace Act. But times have changed since that law was passed 25 years ago. 23 states have now legalized medicinal marijuana, and voters in Colorado and Washington state have legalized recreational pot as well.
So how do employers balance zero tolerance with these more lenient laws? We're joined by CBS News legal analyst Rikki Klieman. Rikki, good morning.
Good morning.
This is a real dilemma, isn't it, for employers? I mean, you've got federal legislation which says it's illegal. States are starting to legalize it. What does an employer do here?
Well, that is the ultimate question, because we're really dealing with use of marijuana outside the workplace. Everyone agrees that you're not going to be able to use drugs nor drink alcohol while you're at work. So outside the workplace, what you do, the workplace can have zero tolerance and just say, I'm sorry, I don't care if you did it Saturday or Monday or Tuesday. When you come to work on Friday, you have to be drug-free. So practically, what should an employer do? Well, employers should do exactly the following. Number one, talk to a lawyer. Number two, make sure that that lawyer and you understand federal law and state law, and your policies are in conjunction with both. Also, communicate with your employees. Let them know what their risks are, that if they're going to take marijuana recreationally where it's legal or illegal, and certainly if they're going to take medical marijuana legally, they really have to know what their rights are and what the company's rights are. Also, you got to educate and train your personnel, your managers, your supervisors, so that they understand that they've got to do this testing. And finally, keep drug testing. Don't slack off on drug testing, because then you're in trouble.
You said something that I think is interesting. You said they have to be drug-free when they enter the workplace. And I think one of the issues that keeps boiling over is it's not like a breathalyzer. These tests are saliva and they're urine, so it's something you could have done on the weekend. Are you really impaired at work?
Well, impairment is the big issue because, of course, we can't measure impairment. I mean, we could observe it. If you see someone coming into work who is impaired by drugs or alcohol, you know. But you don't know about what drugs or alcohol they've taken. So why is medical marijuana or recreational marijuana the problem? Well, you could take OxyContin. You could have alcohol. You could even have morphine, for heaven's sake, and it might be out of your system. You smoke marijuana or ingest marijuana, THC, the active ingredient in it, might be in your system for months. So this is a problem. So if you start firing people, you also maybe start firing people who are well qualified.
Right. It's a very interesting dilemma that employers have got to deal with. Rikki Klieman, thanks so much for being with us this morning.